Shalom, Israel. It's your boy New Breed coming through with another video. In this particular video, I would like to react to this interview between the Breakfast Club with DJ Envy, Angela Yee, and Charlemagne and Buju Banton. Man, this interview kind of slipped under the radar because it was an online interview and it was done like maybe a week and a half ago. And there was major jewels being dropped. I'm talking about Buju Banton really enlightened the Breakfast Club. And it was amazing because it is definitely a testament to the times that we living in. You know, a lot of people talk about the end days, you know, these being the last days. And there's one key quality and trait that they leave out, that the gospel of the truth will have to spread all over the world before this place ends. It will have to go to every nation across the four corners of the earth. And that's according to Matthew 24, verse 14. So, you know, everybody is going to have a golden opportunity to either accept the truth or reject the truth. Now, we know that the Breakfast Club is known for a lot of slander, a lot of gossiping, a lot of backbiting, a lot of tale-bearing, rumors and innuendos, pretty much. And with this interview here, you can see that they automatically are paying attention to what Mr. Banton is saying. Number one, they're paying attention, at least they seem to be. And you can see that what he's saying is giving them that golden opportunity to either accept the truth or reject the truth. They're being enlightened. And, you know, big respect to my brothers there in Jamaica. The world calls them Jamaican. Just because you live somewhere, that doesn't make that your nationality. Actually, according to the Bible, they're from the tribe of Benjamin. All right. That's according to biblical history. Paul from the Bible, that a lot of Christians really respect and highly revere, sometimes over Christ, which, you know, we don't need to do all of that. But Paul was very respected and revered in the Holy Bible. A lot of people don't know, but Paul says in Romans chapter 11, verse 1, that he's from the tribe of Benjamin. So, you know, it's major characters in the Bible, major people who had influences. Sometimes we think that only Negroes in America are the only ones who have influence. Man, shout out to Buju Banton. I'm going to share this interview with y'all, and I want y'all to listen carefully. I'm going to share my opinions. I'm going to share my commentary, and I'm going to give my perspective. So listen up.
Created by the great I am.
That's right.
See? And therefore, in realizing our purpose, our quest on earth is to continue gaining knowledge. Never stop. That's the only purpose, man, of on earth, and to remember the true and living God and give praises. All the other things then are ancillaries that will come along as long as you obey the law. You strive to obey the laws of man, but what about the laws of the Creator? We see in this time as Rastafarians, years we have been telling people, read your Bible, remember it, write it on the table of your heart, because a time is going to come when men shall seek to change the word of it and even change it themselves and remove it.
That's right.
See, he's pointing them to the Bible. He's pointing them to the ultimate book. And they're automatically just watching them. They look to be paying attention. Sometimes when that truth hit, you know, no matter what you used to, when it hit, it hit. Not saying that the Breakfast Club is going to come into the truth, but I'm saying right here was a defining moment. And every breathing soul are going to have these defining moments, no matter what your status is, no matter how high or how low, no matter how acclaimed you are, no matter how successful you are, no matter what your status is, the Most High God is going to find a way to deliver the truth to you in these times of chaos.
And we're witnessing that in this time. We don't need no more proof, because if we did not see these things, we would have said prophecy was wrong. We see all the prophecy fulfilling right in front of our eyes, day and night. Haven't you witnessed the 3 days of blackout when the sun turned to darkness? They say it was a sandstorm from the Sahara. Haven't you seen all the pestilence and plague from the locusts and the big something that will fly around, look like some drone, some mini drone? Haven't you seen the chaos and the riots in the streets and the pestilence and plagues and disease in diverse places, earthquakes and tsunamis and typhoon and bird falling out of the sky and fish washing up on the shore? Then what else are you waiting to see?
He's telling them the signs of the times, what's going on in the world according to the book of Matthew. Earthquakes in various places, pestilence, chaos, debauchery, sin is at an all-time high. And he's telling them right now, he's talking directly to them. What else do you need to see? You know, our people are always looking for a sign. The signs are lined up. There's so many signs. Pick one, choose one. That we got to choose sides. You know, and that's what he's telling them. He's giving them that golden opportunity that everybody's going to have.
The world is upside down and chaos ensues. So therefore, we now have to make sure that we know which side we are on. Two forces are fighting in the earth right now. One is good and one is evil. The dark forces are using the powers that they have, which is anger, rage, and all these destructive forces. And I see my people in America being caught up as a tool and a pawn. And I look at 6 children there in America and the voice that I hear champion, I don't hear none of them say anything about it. My thing is this. As a people...
And you see that? He talks about the children that's getting killed out here to gun violence. And you got these organizations not marching, not saying anything about that. Only time that people get in the uproar is when it's a media psyop and it's designed for people to get in the uproar. And Buju Banton is telling the Breakfast Club that. And you know, it's important for him to tell them that. It's important for brothers in the truth who know what's going on in the world to relay the knowledge to those that they may not even suspect to accept it. Because those people have a position. They have a platform. Regardless of what they doing, what they saying, he's giving them a choice. The Most High is giving them a choice. Because the day of reckoning is coming.
Let us fix us. We don't need no outside help to fix us. Because we've been good at destruction. We're the most destructive people you can think of. So we have learned the art of destruction. Let us build. We don't need no help to destroy.
We don't need no help to destroy. Let us build within. And that's the movement right now. Building among each other. All money in, no money out. All resources in, no resources out. All love in. All respect in. All support in. Within our people. That's what Buju Banton is trying to tell them. Here it is, we're begging for equality in a land where you were never designed to be equal. Why would somebody put you into captivity to build their country and serve and then make you equal to them? That makes no sense.
We can do that all by ourselves.
That's right.
Okay? When I go through the great United States of America and I go to some of the inner cities where black people should live, the dilapidated condition pains my very heart.
Now this is a Jamaican brother saying when he sees the condition of our people here in the States, the very sight pains his eyes. The very sight of the spiritually dead. The very sight of such royal people being the tail and not the head. The very sight of brothers and sisters who are supposed to be in rulership, in leadership, royalty. Brothers and sisters who are supposed to have their own natural resources. People who have to rely on the system for everything. It's not like that in every country, ladies and gentlemen. It's not like that where they have to rely on every meal from a supermarket that can shut down at any day. Or a food truck can stop running there and then those people don't have food to eat. That's a sad sight to see. And, you know, we're quick to look at other countries and judge. But trust and believe, They know what's important right now.
It's upside down. Yes? We don't come to stand up on a soapbox because if the Americans wish to pick their conscience, they would reveal the truth that one of the firmest man who came to the America in the early 20s was Marcus Garvey, who was invited by Frederick Douglass, who died upon his arrival. He never even got to meet him. And he expounded upon the principles of blackness and black morality, black strength, black fundamentals, black progress, black business, black ownership, black everything. And they ridicule him.
That's right. They'll ridicule you when you speak on black entrepreneurship, when you speak on black business, when you speak on black resources. Your own people will ridicule you. They did it to Marcus Garvey. And that's why on August 20th, I myself, I'm going to Black Wall Street. I'm visiting Tuscan, Oklahoma, and I'm going to record some footage there. I'm going to share some information there that is going to be life-altering once you understand what we can do, what the possibilities are. And although Black Wall Street is a story of triumph, it's also a story of tragedy. But there's one thing different that we got now that we didn't have back in the days of Black Wall Street. That one difference is the awakening, the knowledge of the Most High, the knowledge of the truth. We the people, the Most High's chosen elected people. People say it, but do people believe it? People say it, but they don't dream big. People say it, but they limit our capabilities. It's time for the new heirs of the throne to take their rightful position in this world. And everybody's going to have to get this truth and make a choice, make a decision where they stand.
Right. They marked him. Instead of owning our own, we seek to integrate into what other people had. When you rent a house, you cannot dictate to the owner of the house what you want to put in that house as a structure is concerned. Right. Mm. So if you
right, he let you in the house. Now you're going to dictate how he builds his house, how the structure is built, what type of furniture goes in his house. He brought you in to serve in that house.
Integrate into something you cannot dictate. We need more and more house, more black colleges, more Howard. You understand? Education is the freedom for my people, you know. Not a political party.
Mm-hmm. Not a political party. So Charlemagne, no need for you to get off camera with Mr. Banton and start talking about how we need to vote. Miss Angela Yee, it's time for you to be more reserved. It's time for you to listen more instead of doing all of this. DJ Envy, you're a family man. It's time for you to look at the best welfare of your family in the future. Because the way things look, that's what the enemy is right now. Family life. That's what the system is going against. And you got to look at the future of your children. What do you want the future to be? Because if we continue on like this, being ignorant to the facts, that it ain't no love for you here, that you got to figure something out. At the very least, be prepared to whatever it is to come. Because there's signs and wonders going on all around us.
Give my people the tools that you have been holding back from them. You've been kept Africa down. You keep Africa down for 400 or 500 years. Right. Build your nations. Build your empires. Yes? And every time a brain spring up in Africa, you try to export it to Europe. We have to grow and solidify, unify around who we are. We're so busy trying to amalgamate and trying to mix in that we're losing ourselves rapidly. No sense of purpose, no identity. Look at all the chaos in America. And some of the songs that are coming out, I wonder what universe these brothers live in.
And that's what it's all about. Identity. When you got brothers like Ice Cube being persecuted in the public. Brothers like Nick Cannon being persecuted in the public. Brothers like Deshaun Jackson being persecuted in the public just for simply searching for their identity. The identity is in the book. We are the people. We are the children of the book. We're the children of Israel. We're God's people. It is what it is.
Will you continue to make money off your people by leading them down the wrong path? Will you continue to drive these flashy cars and then enrich yourself?
And he's talking directly to the Breakfast Club. Will you continue to mislead and misguide our people just to drive the fancy cars? Will you continue to distract our people just so you can be accepted and have a seat at the table, or at least feel like you have a seat at the table? Are you going to continue to feed into the stereotypical nonsense? Are you going to begin to enlighten and choose a side? The Most High is speaking through Buju Banton right now.
For the demise of our people, when they need you now.
They need you now. The time is now. All you brothers and sisters with a platform, all you quote unquote famous people who are now coming to YouTube to try to build platforms. If you're going to come to YouTube to build a platform, at least come with the essence of truth with you. There's been a lot of brothers and sisters who've been speaking on these topics for a long time now. And it seems like they're trying to filter out a lot of true speakers, a lot of brothers and sisters who have been blowing the whistle and blowing the trumpets for a long time now. So they want to open the doors of opportunity for a lot of these celebrities because they know that Hollywood is falling. A lot of people don't want to be attached to all these idols anymore. And the Most High, he is shaking this from the foundation. Are you going to choose sides? Are you going to continue to watch your people destroyed without lifting your voice, without using your resources, without using your platforms? I mean, this brother is telling them straight up.
Where are you? What do you have to tell them? I'm sorry, guys.
No, don't be sorry. I want all of this jewelry. I want all of this jewelry today.
And you know what I love about it? The consistency of your message, because even when you go back and listen to songs like Champion and Murderer and songs uplifting our black women like Love Me Browning, I think that message for you has continued to today, to Upside Down 2020, is always been consistent with you. And you know,
they wasn't paying attention. After he just spoke, he was asking them, what are they going to do? Let's rewind that. He basically said, what are you going to say? I'm sorry? Asking them, is that what they're going to say when the time comes? Let's listen carefully. They kind of deflected a little bit.
Go back and listen to songs like Champion.
One moment.
When they need you now. Where are you? What do you have to tell them?
What do you have to tell them?
I'm sorry, guys.
No, don't be sorry. I want.
And you hear Charlamagne saying, don't be sorry. No, he's saying, what do you have to tell them when everything hits the fan? What do you have to tell them, Charlamagne? What do you have to tell them, DJ Envy and Angela Yee? They wasn't paying attention. That question was directed towards them. And I believe the question was rhetorical. It should have just left them stunned, honestly.
I want all of this jewelry. I want all of this jewelry today.
And you know what I love about it?
And he says, I want all this jewelry. So that shows you that they already know something. Now, it's worse to know something and not be teaching something. It's worse to know and continue walking down the wrong path, to not know at all. That makes it all the more sinister if they already know who the people are. Because it's kind of strange how he referenced jewelry. But listen carefully.
The consistency of your message, because even when you go back and listen to songs like Champion and Murderer and songs uplifting our black women like Love Me Browning, I think that message for you has continued to today, to Upside Down 2020, is always been consistent with you. And, you know, I might have heard those songs and not thought about what it was about until you listen later on to the actual lyrics. Like you sing along, you know, you dance to it, and then you're like, oh, but we are champions. And
of course we are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have to understand, history is not written by those who were conquered. History was always written by the conquerors. And that's why it's called history. So if you break the two words up, you'll find his story, not mine, not yours. We have to continually tell our story. Our story is like a folklore because they try their very best to hide it. So we put it in songs. We put it in our raps to tell our story. Yeah? Our women, remember, you get the man, you destroy him in front of the woman, you show her that he's powerless in defending her. She cowers, thinking that he's indeed powerless to defend her against this great tyrant.
Now he's going into deep detail between how they systematically program and engineered men versus women, women versus men, how you tear the man down, emasculate him, or you treat the woman a certain way, make her an object of just of sex, pretty much, make her a piece of meat and display her in a certain way, like they did Sarah Bartman. And for those who don't know, do your research on Sarah Bartman. It was a lady from Africa they took over, and they placed her on stage, and they basically depicted her in a certain way and objectified her. And it's basically what you see on these music videos or what you see going on in the strip clubs. It's the same concept.
She lose all respect. No, and we perpetrate this loss of respect as men. We bitch them out, all kind of things. So when we sing songs like "You're Appreciated,"
Yep. So you got all this music talking about ain't nothing to cut that B off. You know, this H that, she ain't this, she ain't that. And you know, you going in on the women and you treating them a certain way, and you treating them worse than dogs. Then you're looking at the product of that. And now women are being empowered to the point where they feel like they don't get back time. That's why as men, we got to take responsibility for this mess that we made, man, and change it. And if you notice, a lot of reggae music is about love. It's about harmony. It's about beauty. It's about marriage. It's about relationships. It's a lot of love music. At one point in time within the States, we had R&B, real R&B music. We don't have that no more. Times didn't change. Even Chris Brown and Tory Lanez, they giving us pretty much sex music above love music.
Love Sponge, love my Browning. I'm in a lovely state of mind because I couldn't be there without the female. So we have to always remind the brothers that, hey, the duality of our purpose is not only singular, you know. We have a pure nature. We have to love them.
And see, that's what it's
Every
all
man
about.
is great equal, but not
That's what it's all about, being pro-life. You need man and woman to create life. And so, basically, man, he just broke it down to him. He went straight at him. He told him what it was. They had a lot to think about. They still have a lot to think about. But you know, the next day, I'm pretty sure it was rumor has it that we the real Jews that the Bible speak of. Rumor has it that we the children of Israel that the Bible speak of. That's what rumor has. I don't know. You do the research and you decide for yourself. Study to show yourself approved. Anyway, hopefully you liked this video. If you did, make sure you hit the thumbs up and turn all post notifications on. A lot of people have not been getting notified on these videos. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button and share. If you want exclusive, raw, uncut videos, link down in the description box for my Patreon. Thank y'all for watching. With that being said, shalom and peace.